What's up, everyone? It's Loops a Lot here. It's a beautiful 96 degrees here in southern Oklahoma. Hot. Today we're going to be installing some Angry Stuntz axle sliders on my 2020 Honda Grom. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to lift your bike up if you have means to lift it. Now that we got the tire in the air, we're gonna go ahead and bust off this back tire. Go ahead and take it off, which is gonna be a 19 on the nut side and a 14 on the bolt head side. And you can go ahead and take it all the way off. Note, I'll go over it again later, but this washer, you get rid of this washer during this. Another tip, something that really will help, is I just have these, I'm not sure what they are, I found them in my shed. But if you have something you could shove up under here and hold your tire up, it'll save you a world of trouble, because when you take this axle nut out, your tire's going to drop. Essentially what you're going to want to do is make it to where if it does drop, it don't drop very far. That way you can just pick it back up and slide it back in without having to take everything out and redo everything. Using 2 of these pads and a thin sheet of wood that I found in here, I was able to prop the tire up. So now I'm going to go ahead and loosen the chain adjusters and pop the axle out. I'm going to go ahead and throw some gloves on. Alright, now we can proceed. Pop these the chain adjusters off. And this next part really helps if you have like a mallet, any type of hammer or anything. Okay, and hopefully if you did that right, or successfully, you won't have lost these spacers right here. If those drop, they're ridiculously hard to get back in. But that's basically it for that part of it. Alright, here's what we're left with. The axle. Mine needs some grease bad. Some lube. I don't have any lube, so I'm going to throw some chain lube on it and hope that that's okay. We'll see. You remember how I said get rid of these washers? Now would be the time. Just take it off the axle. Now you're going to take your long axle slider. Shoot! Feed it through just like so. I'm gonna go ahead and lube up this axle. Now it's the fun part. Now you want to take your axle slider with your axle and try to line your tire back up your wheel and feed it back through. Same side as you pull it out. Same side. And as you can see, we got the axle back through. Everything's still connected good. And now we have an axle slider on this side. Boom, the other axle slider, the long one. You want to make sure your axle's all the way through. And once you get your slider on there, take your axle nut, shove it down in there, get her started. Alright, so after you get these locked down, get your axle tightened down, get your wheel tightened down, get everything lined back up, get your chain adjusted, you can go ahead and throw your pucks on. So that you're just going to shove in there. I'm going to take that mallet wherever it went. Just like that. Take your other puck, mallet. And in the package that Eric sends you, it'll come with some set screws. I know you ain't gonna be able to see that, but he threw in some set screws, and they're M5s. I lost one. I had to go get some, but they are M5s. If you happen to lose one as well. What's up, guys? So it's been a couple days. It got too hot, my camera started overheating, I was overheating, I just had enough. So what you're going to want to do for the front, all you got to do is you're going to lift the front, pop the axle out, put the sliders on the axle, slide it back through the tire, crank it back down. The only thing you want to keep in mind is to keep the wheel lifted, that way you don't lose those spacers in between the wheel and the fork. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment, let me know. Go ahead and like, subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel grow. I'll be doing the Grom Beardo oil pump in the next few weeks, so be on the lookout for that video. I'm also doing the Beardo clutch kit. If that's something you guys are interested in, I'll be having that posted as soon as possible. With that being said, I'll go ahead and show you guys what the sliders look like on the bike, and I'll catch you guys next.